Hello and welcome to this episode of Knick of Time. And man, we got playoffs. Now, I'm going to be posting a lot more for the playoffs. I don't know if I'll do a game by game or series by series or a few games by a few games. I don't know. But let's get into previewing Knicks versus the Hawks, man. I'm excited. Now, I think that we thought the Knicks were going to get Toronto, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Now let me start off with the Atlanta Hawks and what they did last offseason. They bring in Nikhil Alexander-Walker, who's been a stud for the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, we just gotta talk about a man who's looking to win Most Improved or looking to be up there. I don't really know what it is right now, Most Improved award, but he's really good. And I'm gonna bring up his stats right this second this year. 20 points per game. Let's round it up. He's 39.9, but let's round it up to 40 from three, and then 46 from the field. Man's great. Knicks need to find a way to stop him or to contain him because yes, you have Jalen Johnson, who's amazing and great, who's just great and amazing. The Hawks team doesn't have amazing players. They have good to great players. Who has 23 points per game, 35 from three, 49 from the field. Jalen Johnson's he's a star. I mean, 8 assists, 10 rebounds. Like he's their star power forward there. And OG Anunoby can get that assignment. Now, the big X factor is how the Knicks can contain Nikhil Alexander-Walker. In their meeting last time against the Knicks, Nikhil Alexander-Walker had like 30, hitting ridiculous shots, just knocking down threes. And Knicks have trouble guarding three-point line at some times. I think that's also an X factor. Will the Knicks be able to contain the three-point line? I think Atlanta relies a lot on their pace and three-point shooting and also transition scoring, but three-point shooting as a whole, Atlanta's really good from that beyond the arc, and the Knicks when they're fifth in the league in three-point percentage at 37% as a team. Atlanta is. So when the Knicks have trouble defensively, it's usually them getting dominated on the three-point line. They usually give a lot of threes. And let's talk about it. I mean, let's talk about the last game that was really intense against the Celtics. Baylor Shireman came in and had an amazing game from three. I mean, Knicks have cracks defensively. I'm not going to go out there and be like, they're the greatest team ever. Like, no, they have cracks defensively, and that's from the three-point line. Sometimes this team doesn't like to close out. They don't have the rotations on fleek because they have players like Jalen Brunson and Carthy Towns, who are really weak defenders in their own right, which makes everything scramble. And then you let wide open threes happen. They do tend to happen. And Atlanta Hawks are a team that will pounce on those opportunities. So, yes, that's where you kind of be like, okay, the Knicks did draw kind of bad matchup for them because they have times where they scramble around defensively. They need to find their man. They don't find it soon enough, and it leads to some wide open threes or some lightly contested threes. And Atlanta will make them pay. So that's another thing is how many threes can the Knicks not give up? Like how many threes can they put a hand up in their face? How many times can the Knicks put the hand up in the Hawks' face? And that's important, man. That's important. Put the hand up in their face, and Atlanta will miss. I mean, they're not like perfect. Obviously, they're not perfect, but they will just pounce on you if you leave them open, obviously. And they will keep pouncing on you because of their transition. They don't stop. They're not like a slow team that slowly beats you. No, they'll keep pushing, and you'll lose if you give up like 2 threes. Next thing you know, they're really killing you from behind the arc. So Knicks need to worry about that too. Dyson Daniels defensively against Jalen Brunson, it's going to be something. I think that Jalen Brunson's going to see a lot more defenders like Dyson Daniels. They'll see Knicks play against the Pistons. I'm not looking forward at all, but Knicks play against Pistons. You'll play against Asar Thompson. Knicks play against Celtics. You'll get guarded by like Derek White, or I think you'll get guarded by Derek White or Jaylen Brown. So yeah, I mean that's that. I mean, Jalen Brunson have to be playing these defenders, so he brings that defense. He's that guy you can throw at Brunson. I mean, they can also throw out Alexander Walker. I think we'll see that too. I don't think they'll just throw. I don't think the teams really will throw out one defender at Brunson. He's too good. Like Dyson Daniels is a great defender, but he cannot contain Brunson on his own. They're gonna have to throw out Walker, especially not like okay, he can't contain him on his own, but also they have guys they can also throw at too. Like, they're not gonna throw Walker on like Mikal Bridges and just leave it at that. No, they're going to make him try to step up and try to guard Brunson too. The Hawks are, and see if he can do that as well. I don't think that Dyson. I think Dyson Daniels will be getting cooked, but I just think that the Hawks have a lot more defenders they can throw at than I think Raptors would have. Just a lot more defenders for Brunson. You have Daniels, you have Walker. Um, I mean, you could throw at CJ, but I don't think CJ can guard him at all. But throw him out. Like the Hawks have defenders they can throw at Brunson. That's that have length and have the ability to slide their feet. Um, but Brunson will score on every one of them. I don't want to say that like, oh no, Brunson's in trouble. No, he'll score on every one of them. But it's just a thought. They have a bunch of defenders they can throw at Brunson, try to wear him down. That's what they try to do. Yeah, they can struggle in slow half court games. They struggle physically because they can't rebound that well. Their center is 6'8", and it's Onyeka Okongwu, who's good in his own right. But I just don't think he can really battle with Karl-Anthony Towns. Just don't think he can. I mean, if he's hitting that 3-point shot, that will be huge. But I just don't think that he can battle with Towns. I don't think he can. I really don't think he can. Um, he's not a rebounder, and that's their rebounder. That's their guy. I mean, Jalen Johnson does get some rebounds, but the Knicks are gonna be trying to get. I think this is a Josh Hart series also with his rebounding, huge for the Knicks. Gotta get him on the boards. He'll get his rebounds. So the Knicks are really gonna dominate this this series on the boards. I have a feeling because they're bigger. They also have Mitch off the bench they can throw at. So just I mean, if Carly Towns really can't guard Okongwu for some reason, you can throw Mitch at him for a few minutes and have Cat sit down for a few minutes. I mean, it's just there Knicks are just bigger, and Hawks really aren't that good at rebounding. That's where the kind of series kind of flipped for New York. I know Knicks are obviously the more talented team, but where it really flipped for New York is the rebounding. Um, with Mitch, with Cat, with Hart, like they have rebounding, and the Hawks don't really have that type of rebounding. Um, yeah, it's a weakness for them. Last second chance opportunities. You can't give the Knicks second chance opportunities, especially when the Knicks back with Deuce McBride. I feel like Deuce McBride always gets those second chance opportunities where he'll knock down those threes in the playoffs. You have Jalen Brunson too. You can't give him you can't give Mikal Bridges a second. Like you can't give these guys second opportunities in the playoffs. Um, especially how talented the Knicks are. Um, yeah, they can score on the bench definitely, but I don't think Kuminga's. I will see how Kuminga is in the playoffs. I'm curious, but I, as a guy that's really like he'll be used on the ball and stuff like that, I think he can be left open. The Hawks have players that can be left open, like Dyson Daniels. We'll see if he can knock down a three or two. I mean, I know that he's a player that um does a lot of other things well than his 3-point shot. But look, Knicks really are going to leave him open. I mean, they're going to throw Brunson to guard him, and they're just going to leave him open. Like, and it's going to be a lot of Dice Daniels is a great defender, but they're gonna make him work on the. I think it's gonna be opposite. Like I know you think that okay, Jalen Brunson's a great offense player, but we'll make him work on defense. It's kind of the exact opposite with Dice Daniels. Like he's a great defender, but we got to make him work on offense. Like we got to make him work here. We got to leave him open, make him shoot those threes because he's gonna be he's gonna be a defensive force. That's what's gonna keep him in the game. But look, if he's gonna let's just say, for example, he's having a fantastic defensive game against Jalen Brunson, he's still got to hit those threes to stay in the or be a plus in the game. I think obviously playing good defense on Brunson kind of outweighs that, but still, you don't want a guy a 4v5 on offense. You don't want that to happen. Um, that's another thing. Dyson Daniels, big X factor for the Hawks. Can he make plays? I think he'll be left open, but can he do those dribble handoffs and drop coverage and make the next play? Can he do stuff out of that? Can he really? Because he's a smart, talented player, but he'll be left open. So let's get the Knicks out of it. Yes, they are the team that is bigger. I think that they have a deeper team. I think they do. I think the Hawks are deep as well, but I think the Knicks just, you know, they just have a deeper team. They have Clarkson, they have Alvarado, they have McBride. Like Clarkson, give them a game there. I just don't see I don't see anybody containing Mitchell Robinson here for the Hawks. I think he'll be the big swing. Like if he has his games where he really rebounds the basketball unstoppable, I think he will be. But if he doesn't, then the Knicks will probably be in trouble. But I think Mitchell Robinson will be able to, you know, get those. And then Josh Hart's always an X factor. Will he step in and knock down those threes? I think he will. I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it really is at all. He just step in and hit those threes, man. He's 41 in the season, but that's like it is what it is. Bridges, can he be aggressive? Need him to be aggressive for the Knicks. Need him to really be aggressive. He'll be guarded by probably Walker or CJ McCollum, whatever. He'll be guarded by somebody that's he'll have to create, man. He'll have to create. If it's against Walker, I think it'll be hard for him, but I don't know. He'll be able to. He just needs to be able to create here. Especially if Brunson has his game has a game where he's struggling in the start of the game, then takes over at the end. You need them to get into position when the Knicks can take over in the end. If Brunson's having a struggling game, I'm not gonna say Brunson's a playoff player, but he'll have a game or two where he's just struggling and he'll take over at the end. But you need to let him take over at the end. And Brunson and Bridges will be a big factor of in that can he contain in that third quarter. Those third quarters, can he take over, and kind of hand a batoon off of to to Brunson? Because look, OG will be doing a lot of stuff defensively. Yes, he'll be hitting those threes, but Bridges is the one that's tasked defensively, really not that huge. So we'll see what he can do offensively for the Knicks. I need it, man. And we need him to be aggressive here. The Knicks really need him to be aggressive. Same with OG as well too. I know he'll get the matchup with Jalen Johnson, but we need him to be aggressive as well. He's been a very knockdown 3-point shooter. See if he can continue to do that. And the Knicks can they continue to shoot threes in a high level? Need them to, man. Need them to continue to step in those threes and them at a consistent level. And even if they don't, they can probably still win games with their size. That's also a thing too to think about. Yeah, the Knicks probably can win games by not shooting the best from three. So, but the Knicks still need to contain the 3-point line for the Hawks. So that's my that is my preview to the first round. I'll see how it shapes out in the first game. Maybe I'll make an episode if it's intense or if it's a good game. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.